Hey, what's up, guys? I want to show you guys the daily crown chess. Every day I play and I try to get this crown chest. It's quite difficult sometimes. I drop trophies and I gain trophies, but it's always good to just get these things because you never know if you can get an epic or cards that you might need. This is a giant or a Valkyrie, and whatever you need. And I'm still using the same strategy that I've been using in the previous videos here in Arena 7. So here what you saw first was I dropped my elixir collector and I dropped my prince and some goblins. And I got quite a amount of damage to the tower. And he did counter with the minion hordes, but I was able to get a lot of damage out of there. And so as he has the golem, and like I said before, golems are easy to counter. You can beat people who use the golems pretty easily just because golems walk really slow and they take forever to get to your tower. And so usually what I do is I push. When I see someone using the golem, I always push hard on the other side that the golem is not on. And if my push is going well, then I'll put minion horde like I did here, the barbarians, to counter the golem. And so once the golem is down, I use my prince and actually take out the tower. And now my prince is hitting the king tower. So he does counter with the minion horde, but I will actually arrow them. I usually wait a bit to arrow the minions, just in case he wanted to use some other softer troops like the goblins and actually just take him out. So now that there's double elixir, again I'm putting my elixir collector down just to get the extra elixir, and I also use it as a defense building. So when the troop is coming towards the tower, it will go to the elixir collector rather than my tower. And so here he uses the baby dragon, and unfortunately I already used my minion horde, so I'm not gonna be able to actually kick him out. And so I see him using the golem again, and I'm just gonna push heavy on his side. And he does drop those minion hordes down, and I'm just gonna arrow them, and then my dark prince is gonna lock in to the king tower. So I see that the golem is getting closer to my tower, so I actually drop the barbarians down. He does arrow, he does send a fireball to my barbarians, but it's no worries because I take out the baby dragon with the minion horde, and the bomber actually takes out the two golemites. And that's pretty much it. For this next replay, it's actually a 3-crown victory, I believe, and it went pretty good. So this one's actually live, and with this guy, I wasn't too sure what to expect, and because I didn't have my elixir collector with me, I put my barbarians and my prince down to go to the tower, and I usually do that. I usually push first just so that he can get worried and place troops down, and unfortunately that doesn't always work because he might have something like the fireball to actually counter my push. So if he actually counters my push with 5 elixir, I would have wasted 10 elixir there. So he does put the giant down, and what I'm gonna do is put the elixir collector down just so that hopefully the giant locks on to the elixir collector, but didn't do it. I'd rather put my dark prince down. And so once I get that 10 elixir, I'm gonna push heavy, and I was gonna put it in the tower that was damaged, but I'm gonna come back to that tower later because I already know if it's getting close to the end of the match, I will actually be able to arrow it. But I see that he puts his baby dragon down, and so I put my knight and rush towards his tower, and I actually take it out. So now that he's gonna play a little bit more worried because he's gonna want to take out the tower that he's damaged pretty bad. And so my prince is still in that tower, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Like I already took more than half of his king tower down. And so now what I'm going to do is save up my elixir and I'm gonna push hard on his right side. So I see he puts his giant down, and like I said, the giants and the golems, they walk really slow, and they aren't, you should, like this guy, you should always have something behind him. And so I see that he put his 3 musketeers in, which are really annoying, and luckily he uses that fireball to hit my tower right at my barbarians. And so I freeze 3 musketeers, I put my barbarians down, and like nothing was just able to take it out. So then I put my prince, my dark prince, and my bomber towards the left side, because I see that he put his baby dragon and his giant, which are being slowed down by the elixir collector, and just like that, I was able to take the 3 crown. For this next replay, you guys can see like I had 4 crowns, and I did kind of skip. I didn't show you guys some of the replays just because like it was a drag and like it would have made a really long video. So for this last video, for this last replay, I actually got 1 tower, which got me the crown chest, but I did lose this match. Like the deck I'm using, even though it's good, doesn't always work. And so, you know, I thought I was gonna beat this guy, but just because he was using the golem, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna use the same mentality as I did before, and I'm just gonna charge hard on his side. And so you see, he uses the skeleton armor. The skeleton armor is a great way to actually counter troops. It'll slow them down, and you know, it just disrupts them a lot. And so that baby dragon too, I didn't have any kind of counter to counter the baby dragon, so my prince and dark prince are gonna take a lot of damage out. If I didn't make that mistake, or if he wouldn't have put the skeleton on me, like, I would have gone a whole lot better. So you see, he actually takes out my tower with the mini pickaxe, and I'm not too sure what to do now, because this never really happened with someone who's using the golem. So I put my elixir collector down just to get more elixir. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get ready to push, and I want to push really hard. And that's where I made the mistake, where I should have actually placed my troops lower, so I would have saved more elixir and had more momentum towards the battle. And so I put my minion horde down, and it doesn't go the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to hit the baby dragon, but the archers and the baby dragon together just demolished him. And so now I don't know what to do. I don't want the baby dragon to actually hit my tower, so I put my dark prince down so that he can target him rather than my tower. And so now that I see he's getting ready to push his golem down, I'm gonna counter the barbarians. But then again, I see he has that baby dragon again, which is really annoying. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna freeze it here and put my mini horde down, and again those annoying skeleton army comes right in, and like my defense is just stopped. And he has all the momentum now. Like, I won't be able to stop this because he has the golem, 2 baby dragons, the archers. Like, it's way too much. Now he has another golem down, which is really annoying because I'm trying everything and I can't seem to get anything down. And we do kill the baby dragon, but he arrows my minion horde and actually takes out my tower. It was my mistake of not putting my troops more back towards my towers to gain more momentum to push to his king tower. And so now I love opening contracts. It's really fun. You get a lot of gold and you get pretty good cards. In this one I didn't really get anything. I was hoping for epic, but I didn't get anything well.